Okay, so we are going to be undoing the chain rule in 7.2.1. We're going to learn about something called UDUs, substitutions, but in order to start this off, we're going to be doing some easy ones. What I would like you to do right now, before I even start talking about these examples, is just pause and try to evaluate the integrals yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about, I'm going to do three of them, and then I'm just going to show the answers, and then we'll talk about it later on tomorrow if you have additional questions on how to figure these out. So for the first one, my strategy is to think about which one of these will turn into the other if I was to take the derivative. If I take the derivative of 2x, it's not going to turn into sine x squared. I know that if I take the derivative of sine x squared, the chain rule of x squared will turn into 2x. Then I need to think about what turns into sine. Well, negative cosine will. So negative cosine of x squared. If I take that derivative, so if I wrote this and I said d dx, does this turn into this? It does, which means the only thing I'm missing is plus c. Now, for the second one, which one will turn into the other? Will the derivative of this one turn into this one, or will the derivative of this one turn into this one? I know that the derivative of e to anything is the same thing, so, and then I need to multiply it by the chain rule. So which means I'm going to start off with e to the cosine of x, because I still need to get this. And when I take the derivative of e to the cosine x, I'm going to get e to the cosine x. But the derivative of cosine is not sine. It's negative sine. So I need to put a negative. And then I'm done. So for c, I notice that the derivative of 7x squared is 14x. So if I just start off with 7x squared plus 1, how do I get the fourth power? Well, using the product rule, I have to start one power above, so I need to start off to the fifth. But notice if I took the derivative of 7x squared plus 1 to the fifth, I would get a 5 out in front. I don't have a 5 out in front, which means I need to multiply this by 1/5. And then, of course, plus c. And we'll do one more. So d the derivative of cosine is sine. Well, it's negative, actually. But we can start off with the inner term, 1 plus cosine of x to the fifth, because I need to get the fourth power, which means I need to put a 1/5 in front. And I know that the derivative of cosine is going to be negative sine, but it's a positive sign, which means I need to put a negative out in front. I think 4 examples is enough for you to try and figure out the rest. Here are the solutions. Oh, I can't put those there. Here are the solutions to the rest of them. To wrap up this lesson, I want you to summarize what I did, or in your own words, how would you undo the chain rule? If you have any questions, I'd love to see you guys later on today. Here's your assignment, just 3 problems. Have a good one.